we achieve this focus. So I also appreciate my colleague, Mr. Apostle, that has spent much time, spend much money, more resources to make this from reality. To make this from reality. I also appreciate um, some of the great leaders also they are contributing one way or the other in calling their people to make them to unite to know what we are fighting for. Because this is the war we are fighting for. And I hope at the end of this meeting you will understand why I say it is the war we are fighting for. So but this war is not with it's not with guns, it's not with ammunition and killing each other. In fact, it is it is a kind of war that is just like a game we are playing. And by the grace of God, we surely win. I want to end it.
Yes, I'm with you. I can hear you loud.
We are the ones change the world. We are the new government. We are the new government of the people, by the people, and for the people. And we are the ones to change the world to a better place to live. And we are all scattered all over the world to make this happen. Not only in Nigeria, we scattered all over the world. If you are telling our mass adoption meeting, you will discover that we have people all over the world that we are fighting to make this thing to become reality. So we all need to educate people around us. We need to encourage them to join us because without them, this mission will not be accomplished. The mission will not be accomplished without them. Unity matters a lot. We need to unite together. When we are united, nobody can break us down. When we are divided, we can easily be crushed. So this is the unity we are about to be unite. We are about to form an agreement. We are about to form a government body. We are about to form a government body, an authority. And by the end of the meeting, you will understand and you understand what I mean by government body authority. So thank you very much for being part of today's meeting once again. I think let me call upon Mr. Apostle to give us the meeting agenda, what we are here to discuss about before we go into the next.
Okay. Um, Good afternoon once again to everyone. You are welcome once again to our um, our assembly meeting. Let me quickly go through the agendas that we'll be looking at in this meeting. The first one is that we are going to be looking at the history of private Kringle society, which Mr. Paulinus Ologo will do justice to that. And then the next thing we'll be looking at is what is life force. So many people are having some speculations. Some are still on a shallow ground. They don't understand what life is all about. So we'll be looking at that. Myself, I will taking it, Adams Peter. Then what is assembly? Okay, Mr. Paulinus will do justice to that as well. Then what is life force assurance health card? Okay, myself, Adams Peter, will do justice to that. And then we'll move further to voting and electing of the offices that we have on ground, which is the office of the presiding officer, the office of the secretary, and then the office of the treasurer. Okay, then after that, then we will have a general summary by Mr. Paulinus Olobo. Thereafter, we'll go straight to questions and answers. Then we'll call the meeting for a day. Take your time and then be part of this meeting. Do the needful, and then let's see how we're going to have a fruitful meeting ahead. Okay? So quickly, I think a brief history of some certain things we'll be expecting from Mr. Paulinus Olobo very soon. So please, friends, before we go further, make sure and ensure that quickly before the place we get to the voting aspect, we are going to be looking at certain prerequisites which stands and doubles as some of the basic criteria that every participant must adhere to strictly. Okay, it's very simple. Please, the first thing is ensure that you are active, your tingle.cash back office is active. Reasons being that we need people that are serious. Okay, serious in the sense all these things is not, we are not the ones enacting these rules, we are not the ones bringing or cooking up all these things. Please, the mass adoption meeting is Mondays down to Friday, 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. West African time. The TBC admin is available. Like in today's meeting, the TBC admin is going to be available on Fridays today by 4 p.m. in our mass adoption meeting. You can feel free to be part of the meeting and ask these questions so that it don't look as if we are trying to extort money from anybody. No, we are all in the same train, in the same ship, and then we are moving together as brothers and sisters to achieve a common goal. Okay, so please, the first and then the major criteria we'll be looking at is that you must be active. That means you might have paid your subscription fee. The second criteria is that your meeting attendance is a major criteria also. You must be attending the meeting. Then the last criteria, which we might not be looking at very deep today, is that of Bitcoin bounty. Though it's necessary, but for today's election sake, we might not be considering that. So majorly, you must be active. We'll have a proof of your activeness, and then the next is your meeting identification. So we'll not take much time. Please, let's welcome Mr. Paulinus Olobo as he take us in the history briefly of the Kringle Private Society. You are welcome, Mr. Paulinus Olobo.
All right, all right, all right, all right. We have no much unnecessary the private Kringle society is a private society, but not a secret society. The private Kringle society is a private society. Mark that one, a private society, not a secret society. But whenever they have to do with society, some people thought maybe the secret, so we are not secret. It's a private, but not a secret. Established in the year 21st March 2016, it was established in the year 21st March 2016. Founded upon the principle that humanity is capable of lifting itself out of the poverty, disease, lack, limitation, suffering, and into a new ground of abundance. Understand this. The private Kringle society was established in the year 2016, founded upon the principle that humanity is capable of lifting itself. Now, we are here to empower each of our members with a means to spread abundance in all its states, its forms, to the entire community of humanity, with a clear plan to eliminate poverty worldwide and to assist each and every being that we touch to find their unique purpose that their creator intended for them. I will show you where you can find this article. I will show you where you can find it. The Kringle Private Society is here to support all of its members and all of humanity by providing the means and method to have the support and practical tools so that every member of our society and every human being shall never live a life of free and poverty. So I think that we are a community. We are a free world and we are free to ask questions. We have a platform. We have our WhatsApp platform that you can go to ask any question. And we are here, our mission, we have a mission to fulfill. And our mission to lead you people so that we can move up together. Because we have so many things. Now, not wasting much of your time, let me share let me share my screen. Let me share my screen. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see.
Here with me. Here with me.
Yes, I can see. Yes, I can see it.
So we are a private society, not a secret society. So I believe every member, at least everyone that is here right now, every my team is supported.
Yes, I'm seeing it.
All right. I believe every member in this meeting right now, I believe all of you are seeing what I'm presenting right now. So, and I believe that all of you have such dashboard. You may not know how to access your single cashback office because the single cashback office it is where it is like a tool, an education platform where we learn so many things. So, to get this article about all these good things, even more than all these good things that I just read about the private civil society, you can only go to the public notice. We have article here called public notice. Once you go to anything like this,
Yes, I can see it. Yes.
alright. Alright. You can go to the public notice under your single cash back office. You will not load it first. As if you want to load it. Before you load it, you will see. Then once you click on public notice, it will now lead you to this page. Under this page, you see public notice, article of administration, mission statement, security and exchange commission. These are articles. These are different articles, different information that have been provided into this article. So you can just go to this um, um, mission for single society mission statement. You can click on it. Then once you click on it, it will lead you to this page. Everything I think is about it.
Yes, I can see it clearly.
So it will lead you to this page. Under this page, you will see single private society with billion coin. So we are not we know what we are doing and
Yes.
we have been here.
Yes.
I personally I have been in TBC and I have been in private civil society for 5 years now, maybe 8 to 6 years, because we all have vision and we are scattered all over the world, just like I said. You can see I'm in Nasarawa, somebody is in Lagos, somebody is in Kano, somebody is every part of the world. We are want to achieve this mission. But there's a reason of this mission, which you will understand one of the reasons of this mission. Lifeforce, the private civil society, they are all with the same goal. They are all with the same goal. So this is it. You can go there, you can read anything that has to do with the private civil society. You can read there. You can read all the whole articles. The Security and Exchange Commission article. It was a time that the Security and Exchange Commission in US investigate our operation. So we have agents that want to help humanity. We have a cause just as in the cause that stand for us. As in no any there's no any country in this planet that can say okay, we are not free for as in we are not free to do what as in do something that we know that it is our right because I believe that this is our right. We are not violent, we are not killing people, we are not doing anything that is wrong to humanity. Instead, we are planning to live humanity. So I don't want to waste much time. Um, there's a lot of things that is there. There's a lot of things. But as we go on, we will keep on educating you people on how to move you people forward. Let me um, let me hand the working over to my colleague, Mr. Apostle, to tell us what life is all about. To tell us what life is all about. So I think these people should listen very careful. Some of the information we are providing you today, they are not perfect. They are not perfect. We too, we are still learning. But at least there's some a little bit differences between we and maybe some of you, maybe from now henceforth, you people will commit and be educative and learn more about the thing. So, Mr. Apostle, can you continue from life work?
Okay. Thank you very much, Global. Good afternoon once again. My name is Adams Peter. Okay. So I want to welcome everyone once again. Without much wasting of time, I'll be going through what is life force. Okay. Um, in a jiffy, when you separate the two terminologies, life force, you will get life and then force. Okay, life, everybody knows. If you are going to define life, you know that life is the the ability to remain in existence, and the force is a driving, is a drive. Okay, so what keeps you moving, copulate the two words together, you get life force. Life force is an organization. Note this word, that life force and TBC does not have any formal agreement or connection. Life force and TBC, they only share like vision and like agenda. Okay, so they together come to see that, okay, how can we achieve this our aim, looking at the fact that we have a like vision. So that is why every other thing that we'll be discussing here, you will be seeing emphasis on both TBC and life force. Okay, so a quick one, please, if you are hearing me, go to the chat button and click yes. Just go there and type yes. If you are hearing me loud and clear, please go to the chat button and click yes. Okay, so I'll continue. In the life force, like I've started, life force have their own aim and objective. They are having a vision to see that they put smile once again in the faces of the whole world entirely. Looking at the epidemic that we are facing now, the coronavirus, and other things that are happening globally, you will discover that there is an interior motive by the elites to see that they use their selfish ambitions to subdue humanity. That is why, as we are talking today, the coronavirus vaccine has been causing havoc, and then it has actually been an issue that everybody is battling with even up to today. So quickly, life force are out to save and redeem humanity from the epidemic of these elites through two different or two aspects. First is to empower humanity with sound health. Okay, they say health is wealth. It is only the person that is healthy that will have the ability or capacity to gather wealth. Okay, so they will give humanity, they will support humanity through their health. And then secondly, they are going to do what we call uh, wealth transfer. Okay, so currently as we are talking, the financial structure setting above all central banks and government has a significant change and management, because the management that was existing before Kim Gordon is the head of this particular life force. She has the key to what is called quantum financial system. Okay, this quantum financial system is the system whereby a huge and massive wealth is being saved and packaged, okay, and then is ready for distribution. So this woman is in charge of this finance, and she is very ready to distribute it to only those people that have made themselves organized and are oriented and follow instructions. Just that's the reason why we are having series of these meetings and series of circulars and then blogs. Okay, so Life Force is here to empower humanity with wealth and health. So I'll be talking about health assurance card later, but the Life Force itself, you must note that this is an organization that is headed by Kim Gordon. The aim is to eradicate and change the status quo that we are facing now, because what we are passing through now, if you look at the nations of the world, vaccination, this corona vaccination is making more havoc, is causing more harm than good. Okay, so they are here to make sure that this effect is stopped. And as I'm talking to you now, the good news is that finances that are coming through Life Force to every central bank has been stopped, home and abroad. They don't receive funding again. Government don't receive funding in all levels. So it is we that are now the new government that are supposed to organize ourselves, get ourselves positioned, organized, so that this funding will start coming. Okay, so this is the major aim and objective of Life Force. We'll be having series of these meetings subsequently. Let me not bug us with a lot of information and noise. Let me not call it noise, but then let me not take much of our time, as we will be going straight, as I call back Mr. Polinius Olobo, that he take us what is assembly. Please let's welcome Mr. Polinius Olobo once again. Mr. Polinius Olobo will be taking us on what is Life Force. Okay, Mr. Polinius, are you still there?
Yeah, yeah, I'm very ready.
Okay.
Okay. Let me share my screen. Let me share my screen.
Yes, can see your screen. See your screen. Sorry. Yes. Yes, I can see, and it's coming back.
Alright.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
My network is very bad.
Network is bad.
Yeah, let me share my screen. I've come to the meeting right now.
Not yet. Yes, I can see it now. Yes.
So I believe you all know this page I'm doing right now. So once I visit my Facebook platform, I use my just to accept I use my device.
Yes. And it's back.
Can you hear me? You can't hear me.
No.
You can't hear me.
No.